Hey, Cancer, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your April 2024 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you're new. These are general readings. Please take what resonates, leave the rest behind, and if you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Cancer, welcome. We are pulling from pre-shuffled decks. A lot of you had shown your distaste for the cards already being pulled out here, so we're just taking a few extra moments to pull from the pre-shuffled decks. Now, I am getting this energy right away here of throat chakra, some sort of important conversation or important communication showing up for you in the month of April. This could be a difficult conversation, but it's going to lead you towards a new life or towards a new direction. I do feel that heavily for you. Because bottom of the deck, you have the new life card. So this is what you're working on building, either internal changes that lead to external transformations, maybe a new job, a new home, relationship, some new health routines. Now, you've been waiting for something. I feel for a lot of you, you've been holding back on a situation, or you've been waiting for timing to come in. But starting off here, your key themes for the month of April, you have strength, you have animal kingdom, and you also have spiritual toolbox. So Cancer, April could be a highly significant month where your intuition is pointing you in a new direction. And I feel like it's going to take a lot of strength and a lot of courage for you to take that leap of faith, or for you not to fall into maybe some old patterns, some old habits, or even old relationships, because we do have the Three of Swords showing up in your reading here. So you're meant to break a cycle at this time. Now, the Strength card is saying here that you're stronger than you think you are, or this can be about persevering, right? Pushing through some of those obstacles that have caused you to maybe resist, or it had felt like you were at some sort of a crossroads. I sense that April is a month of getting truly honest with yourself about some sort of new direction that may have been difficult for you to take. This can be about getting in shape even, because you have the fitness card, or excuse me, the word fitness, and then also you have an energy around the body, and we'll get into that here towards the end. But I feel like when it comes to health, you may have been in ill health physically, mentally, emotionally, or you felt like you were blocked off from your own intuition, Cancer. And this is saying, no, you're not. You were just going through some sort of disappointment or heartache or pain, but you have everything within you to get back on track. And that's kind of what I get here for you with the new life, is you're making some big changes that do help you feel more balanced, more harmonized. You're going to overcome obstacles this month. You're going to persevere, but it is going to take your strength and your power. I'm getting willpower here. So you may have some tough decisions to make. So you have the animal kingdom. Now, this is not going to resonate with everyone, but for a small percentage, some of you, if you already know this to be true, it's not a prediction, so don't worry if it's not your case. But if you have maybe an animal that is very old, or maybe your animal has had some health issues, you could be faced with a very difficult decision in the month of April. For others of you, you could have some memories pop up from the past. Maybe April is significant around maybe when an animal had crossed over in the past. Some of you could even be getting a new pet or a new animal in the month of April. This is about you being an animal lover, Cancer. This is emotional support. It's unconditional love, and it is companionship. So if some of you are like, Melissa, I don't have any animals, or that doesn't resonate, you could be seeing signs and symbols through this spiritual communication through the form of animals. So maybe it's that eagle that is flying overhead on your way to the office, or it could be that, that fox that you've seen running in the field. You could be shown many animals this month, animal totems, animal guides. So pay attention, because I feel like there are some messages that Spirit is trying to to guide you towards. But sometimes when we're going through some ups and downs or challenges, we don't always see the signs or synchronicities that Spirit is bringing in. Okay. I also see here, there is an energy, of course, of someone's pet, loving a pet. You could be taking pictures or photographs of your pet. There could even be a pet birthday. This doesn't have to be a bad or a negative energy. Some of you, this is recovery. Maybe you have a pet that's finally feeling better because they got the right medications, or they're eating a new diet, or they're on some new foods, okay? Spiritual toolbox here, Cancer, is about you diving into the tools that are available to help you here on earth. Tap into your spiritual side. Whether this is pendulums, whether this is tarot, oracle cards, crystals. Some of you are meditating more. You are creating that sacred space, or you have created a sacred space where you can go do maybe your affirmations or your prayers. I'm also getting an energy here of an office or a spiritual based business for some of you. Okay, some of you could be enhancing or adding some new crystals to an office space, or you are pulling some tarot on business or life, and but you're doing it in a specific space. So for example, this space here is, my tarot reading space. I have created sacred spaces in my, external office, the office that's out of the home, the office in the home, and areas within my own home for my own personal readings and prayers and visualizations and vision boards and things of that nature. So some of you could be adding a new area to your life that just helps you feel like you're able to gain that peace and quiet, or you're able to do some of your spiritual work. But I am getting, for a lot of you, you're opening up a spiritual practice, or maybe you have one already, and you could even work with animals, such as animal Reiki, animal totems, things of that nature. Now, bottom of the deck here, Cancer, you have new life, followed by timing and soul tribe. This new life of yours consists of new people, new friendships, maybe new family. It doesn't have to be blood, right? It can be soul tribe. And you could even be creating an online community, an online tribe, or like-minded individuals who are highly spiritual in nature as well, where you're on this shared journey together. And that has been a big part of what you've been trying to manifest, or the timing here. It's like everything feels like it's finally coming together after a period of a lot of hard work. You're definitely coming to the edge of something quite beautiful, because we also have gifts showing up, and this is spiritual gifts. This is gratitude, a gift from the universe. It wouldn't surprise me if you start to see this in the physical material world by Cancer season, so June. I like this. You're moving forward here. You're trusting in divine timing, but you're also taking charge of your own destiny by being proactive and putting these pieces into play so they can happen sooner rather than later for you. Because I get this energy of persistence, right? Persisting on moving forward, on entering into this new paradigm, this new phase of your life. And it is quite exciting, but it could mean you're letting go of some of the old people, old energies, old patterns that no longer have a spot in your new life. Okay, I just have to say that. Some of you are letting go of the past that no longer has a spot in your new life. Now, starting off here, you do have the Queen of Swords followed by the Two of Swords. So Cancer, this can be about perfectionism. This can be about getting in touch with one's emotions, which that can be difficult at times because you're such a deep, intense, emotional sign. And sometimes your emotions may feel very, very one-sided or very intense, or you're not sure if it's your emotion or someone else's. And it can leave you feeling like you're at a crossroads at times. So when the Queen of Swords shows up, this is you embracing the archetype of someone who's very intelligent, very intuitive. You bring wisdom wherever you go, but there's a sense of clarity here with the Queen of Swords. So getting clear on possibly logically, okay? This could be getting clear on what you want to do logically. It's not that you're not listening to your heart, but you're not letting emotions make decisions that could have held you back at times. So I feel like you're choosing logic over emotion here, which isn't going to be a bad thing, because that's part of one of our tools, right? And I feel like you don't want to repeat a cycle. You're saying, I need to do something differently to get a different result, because I keep doing the same thing over and over, expecting something different. And we all know what the definition of that is, right? So you felt restricted or restrained because of maybe some emotions or deep-seated pain, even because your energy here is the Three of Swords. So I feel like there was something that held you back, but there's no holding you back here any longer. You've worked through maybe some forgiveness. You've worked through some pain. You've worked through some disappointment, some heartache, some heartbreak. But the Two of Swords says that your head and your heart's no longer at this crossroads. No longer ignoring maybe the call or making a decision here. This can also be about you getting truly honest with yourself. And that can be difficult to do sometimes. That can require acceptance that maybe an old dream is no longer going to come to fruition, or accepting that a relationship is over, or accepting that, maybe you will or won't have children, or whatever it may be here. There's an energy of acceptance I feel coming in. It's almost like it's bittersweet, but it's actually going to release some of the heavy burdens that you've carried, Cancer, around this wishy-washy, maybe back and forth energy. And it's going to give you the freedom that you need to fully go on and move forward. You have here the Page of Wands, self-expression. Yeah, that's what you're leading towards. That's what this choice or decision is setting you up for, is a new beginning, one where you can stay curious, one that you are leading with maybe your passion and eagerness and enthusiasm. I'm just getting here that I almost feel like maybe a horse. It could be a dog as well, but we have horses. Well, we have a dog and a horse here. So it's almost like a horse chomping at the bit, ready to go, right? It hasn't been ran for quite some time. It hasn't felt that, wind blowing in. And I feel like there's an energy within you that has felt very restricted for quite some time. It's like you'd been in the stable when really you just wanted to run free. You wanted to express yourself or say what you mean what you say. You wanted to show up in your vulnerability without being judged, without being criticized. You wanted to express who you are on on a deeper level, excuse me. And when this Page of Wands shows up, there could be an opportunity for growth here, but Spirit is saying it's important that you move forward. And I'm getting like, it's okay to jump headfirst into expressing yourself. And maybe this disappointment could be hurting others. Okay, maybe there is heartbreak for others, but it's important for you to do what is best for you. And maybe you're a people pleaser at times, Cancer, or a perfectionist where you want things to look perfect on the outside, but sometimes that jives with your own true self, right? It may not be what you want, but it's okay as long as it's, satisfying to everybody around you. And I feel like that's not how you're having it anymore. You're saying, even if I have to break some hearts, or even if I do disappoint some people, I'm breaking and shattering that illusion of perfectionism because I need to be true to myself. That's what I feel here for some of you. And it's leading you towards a brand new path. You have the Temperance card here. And this is like the timing card that we see here for you as well. So Temperance can be karma. It's basically balance. It's Sagittarian energy of law of cause and effect. What you put out there, you're going to receive. And it can be that energy here of karma as well. But I am picking up on moderation, self-control, right? And some of you, you've went through extremes, maybe in substances, or you've dealt with people who've suffered from maybe alcoholism. Sometimes that temperance can be strong alcoholism or addictions, or going to extremes within emotions, right? One day someone loves you, the next day they hate you, right? It's trying to find that balance, but you've gone through such imbalance that it's taken a long time to finally find some sort of moderation here. Yeah, I also get that some of you may have dealt with maybe a father or a parent or a brother or an ex-spouse or someone of that nature who could have been very hostile in their emotions. They could have been very dominant. They may have at times had a very bad temper or even a toxic temper. Or maybe that was a part of you, part of your archetype where you had a little bit of a wild temper here, but you're learning to temper your emotions or temper, the inconsistency. That's what I see here coming in. And some of you, it was a soul lesson, a karmic contract that you had possibly with another, with a company, with a business organization, or even within oneself. But the temperance angels are here helping you embrace this new beginning because you have come a long way. You have been through a lot of highs and a lot of lows, but you have the strength to keep on going. You're stronger than you think. Again, perseverance. And I also get this energy of some of you Cancerians being in fight or flight mode, okay? That may have affected your adrenals or your hormones. For some of you, I'm getting like the joints or the bones even. So maybe there was a fracture in a bone, or there was something with the bones feeling brittle, or maybe there was a broken bone at some point, okay? Please take that as it resonates. Now we have here the Six of Cups, and we also have the Three of Swords. There's your karmic relationship possibly in the past where there was a lot of passion or there was a lot of lust and something or someone broke your heart. Okay, I also feel if this was childhood, some of you, this is some deep-seated childhood wounding with the Six of Cups and the Three of Swords. This can go back to childhood where maybe you've seen a lot, right? You've seen a lot with that strength energy and maybe it's affected your relationships to date. But I do get a positive energy here about second chance to, I don't want to say redeem oneself, but it's almost like you have a second chance to do what's never been done in this lifetime, or to choose you first, or to let go or shatter some sort of illusion around fantasy or around perfectionism. Okay. And that's why you have the Temperance showing up as karma here, because it's like you've already experimented and experienced one side here. That's why you have the yin, the yang, the masculine, the feminine, the peace energy there. It's like you've already experienced one side of this. Now it's time to experience something else. So whatever you are in, right, I feel like you're going to experience the other piece of it. But within that, that's what blends or brings balance to a situation here. I also get with this Three of Swords, some of you are overcoming some sort of heartbreak, and it's been a difficult choice or decision to move on from this. You may still carry it with you, but I feel like each day you're choosing to open up here to more creative adventures. This can be love, this can be passion, this could be new ideas. Maybe you're writing a book. It's almost as if I feel, Cancer, you're turning that pain into gain, right? Pain into gain. And that's going to spin that temperance wheel. That's going to allow something to happen for you in a new way. And that's why you have the timing and the new life. When it comes to finances, career, money, and wealth, you have the Candle, you have the Gears, and you have the Chess. You've been strategizing when it comes to your money. This is about wise spending. I feel like you have been wise with your money, or you have been thinking a big move through. Maybe this has to do with following your passions. And the Two of Swords here could be that you've been very logical, or you've been, in the corporate world, or you've been doing something here, but now you want to move into a more intuitive, creative side of things and discover what it's like on this side, right? Maybe you're going from corporate world to entrepreneurship, or you're leaving a 20-year teaching degree in education, early education, to go over here and teach about, tarot, whatever it may be for you. I feel like you are choosing a new path because you know that it's aligned with your soul's journey. And for some of you, this is about living out some childhood dreams, not breaking your own heart, right? Being able to heal and mend the heart by putting passion into your life. Even though there's two lovers entangled here, it can be a passionate embrace, but it can also be a love for what you do, right? Bringing passion to your heart again. Now we have military could be part of your background. For some of you, this is a very strategic role. Like some of you, you think a lot, you use your mind a lot, your brain a lot when you are working. I feel like there could be something with time management showing up here for you as well when it comes to career or when it comes to work. Yeah, time management or efficiency, work efficiency, using your time wisely. It's also about putting your investments into something where there will be a payoff or a payout. Some of you could be revisiting something of the past even with that Six of Cups. You could be making a choice to go back and complete a contract that maybe you put on the back burner. Maybe you've been writing a book for 4 years, but you also haven't looked at that book for 4 years. Maybe you're starting fresh, right? Starting from scratch. It's still the concept or the idea of what you want, but it may be in a different form. Maybe instead of going back and trying to, add on to what you've already created, maybe some of you are just scratching it and saying, I need to start from this new energy. I can't go back to the same energy that I was once in, because then I feel like I'm going to be spinning my gears, which we have here. Some of you are taking some time off, either in the present or the near future. You could be taking a little bit of time off, or maybe you just come back from taking some time off, and that's been very eye-opening for you. But I feel like you've put in a lot of hard work, and your plans are starting to take effect here. You're going to start to see the money flow in for you, Cancer, and this is about building. I'm getting community or teamwork. Did we say that earlier? Yeah, because you have soul tribe. So there is something here with you working with other like-minded individuals, or you bringing on other professionals to help you in some way, shape, or form. If you are a business owner, maybe you're reaching out to a new financial advisor, or you could be hiring new people, or you are getting someone to manage your social media, whatever it may be here, or whomever it may be. I feel like it's good to invest in helpful people at this time, or you may see that people want to invest in you. Now, we also have the candle, which is really significant because this is about inspiration. It is about manifesting money and high management. Some of you are in a very strategic, like developer or CEO, maybe even lawyer. I feel like your role does consist of a lot of mental thought. And some of you are just a little burnt out, right? Some of you are burnt out, or you've been burned here, or there's been disappointment. But I feel like you are putting yourself out there, and because you have this light, you have this gift, you have many talents, you're being recognized and you're being noticed here in the month of April. There's a high visibility coming in for you. And some of you are constantly on your feet as well. Maybe you're a nurse, or you just do something that's highly athletic, or you're constantly moving. I just keep getting the mental piece coming in as well. So it's almost like something could be mentally preparing you even, or you could be going back to school, learning something. The mental is showing up. Now, you have this ambition to take action towards your dreams. I see that here. And I feel this is the month to do it, right? This is the month where something gets reignited within you. And it could be because we go through a big retrograde period, and I don't mind retrogrades, despite some of the technological setbacks and some of the delays. It's a really great time for us to focus on all the REs, as I like to say: reevaluate, replenish, rejuvenate, reorganize, reprioritize. So sometimes we need that pause. And I feel like if the light has gone out, right, if that flame has died or burnt out, you could be reigniting that in some way, shape, or form this month. Some of you have some really great ideas. I am getting that here. If this is a spiritual-based business, or using some spiritual tools that you learned, even if it's not a spiritual-based business, this could be the power of the mind. This can be affirmations. This could be vision boards. You're taking some of these tools, and it's going to help you regardless of what you do, and it will help you manifest more money. Now, when it comes to love, okay, Some of you are healing. Yeah, we see that with the Three of Swords. That's, that's given here. But some of you are healing family issues, family dynamics. Okay, this could be around mother, or maybe even you had a mother who was very cold. They didn't know how to emotionally express themselves to you. This could be someone who is very sharp, sometimes very blunt. This could be someone who is a perfectionist even, okay? Or you are dealing with a sister, maybe even Libran energy, or you are dealing with someone who they didn't always show you the softer side of things, okay? Or this was a part of yourself that maybe you've taken on because of a situation that you've gone through. I see that here with this Queen of Swords. And maybe it's a karmic relationship. It could be mother-daughter, it could be mother-child. I mean, whatever it may be here for you. But you were guided to learn. It was a soul contract that your soul made prior to this lifetime. And it was difficult, yeah. And it's still going to be difficult, but you have this understanding now. And I feel like you're loving from a distance, or you have grace, you have gratitude, you have humility. This is about your love life. When it comes to love, your love life benefits as maybe you forgive a parent, one parent or the other. If there was some sort of addictions or abuse or alcoholism, if there was emotional distance, rejection, abandonment, whatever this may be for you. It could be that you're dealing with a partner, Cancer, who needs to work on healing some of their own family issues. It's our responsibility to heal. Even if someone else did you dirty, even if someone else is to blame, which I don't love that word. It's a very lower frequency, and we, after all, it takes two to be in a soul contract. So it's our responsibility, regardless of what we've gone through, to heal. Because when we heal, the world heals. And I feel like you're taking this seriously. You have done a lot of healing, and I feel like you're being rewarded. Because we also have here, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith is going to bring you that romance, right? Keeping that hope, that belief is powerful. The power of the mind is powerful. And then we have calling in your soulmate. So some of you are already, Six of Cups. You may be dealing with someone from the past. You may be choosing to love from a distance, especially if this flame has went out or if you've gone cold. I feel for those of you in a relationship and you want to strengthen it, then this is the month to really make a choice to move forward instead of bringing the past energies of what someone did wrong, what they did do, what they didn't do, and let bygones be bygones and start fresh. It has to be new energy, because if you're trying to create new out of the old, it's not going to work. It's going to crumble down. And for those of you that are single, you're calling in a soulmate. Absolutely. And this could be a past life relationship that you've had with this person. Or maybe in the past it was very challenging, very difficult of the heart. Some of you were forbidden to be with each other. In this lifetime you come together. Whew, I have full body goosebumps here. So yeah, some of you are forbidden to be together. In this lifetime you're finally coming together. Powerful. All right, what do we have here for your soul's truth? What am I grateful for right now, Cancer? This is you. Adopt an abundant mindset, because gratitude is the antidote to all of our problems. It is impossible to be fearful and grateful at the same time. Gratitude improves our health, opens our heart, and changes our state. It's either Taurus or Gemini, one of the two. I know it's one of those two for sure. So if you are on maybe that Gemini cusp, or if you have Taurus placements in your chart, Taurus also received this card, and I am getting some sort of tie. So some of you, this could be who this new person is, or someone of the past, or it's within your chart somewhere. You may want to look into that. But it says here, it is impossible to be fearful and grateful at the same time. Gratitude improves our health, opens our heart, and changes our state. The universal law of attraction says that we attract into our lives that on which we are focused. Close your eyes, put your hand on your heart, and think of 3 things for which you are grateful for today. I think it was Taurus. Okay, notice the abundance growing within you. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, I want you to drop in the comment section below 3 things that you are grateful for. And there's power in putting it down on paper or writing it down and putting it out into the universe, even if it's in a comment section, right? So not just feel it and, think it right now, but I want you to write it down. And you never know, you could be the next winner. So please hit that subscribe and bell button if you want that notification. But jot down 3 things you're grateful for right now. Cancer, next up we have, when was the last time I couldn't stop laughing or smiling? This is all about bringing more joy into your world. Go back to a moment when you laughed so hard you almost wet your pants, or maybe you did. Feel the laughter grow in your body, your cheeks hurting and your eyes watering. Maybe there was even a snort or two. Laughter is healing. It reminds us to take life less seriously and find the joy in the littlest things. Note to self, laugh more often. And your soul action, Cancer, make someone else laugh as well. You're funny, you're humorous, you enjoy laughter. A lot of you laugh and smile a lot. You have a very beautiful smile. And I feel like it is important that you bring about more joy. Watch some funny cat videos. For some of you, the animal kingdom is about watching funny animal videos, whether it's tortoises, whether it is giraffes, kangaroos, boxing, right? Whatever it is, I want you to get into that energy of happiness and joy because you deserve it. And it's going to raise your frequency as well. And then lastly, what is your body trying to tell you right now? Our body speaks to us through physical pain or discomfort. Our body sends messages for us to look more deeply. So see the trapped emotions. If this Queen of Swords is you, this could be some trapped emotions. See them. See the lurking fears and beliefs that limit you. There's the restraints with the Two of Swords. Listen to your physical body and you'll be led to the source of your pain. It's time to get your healing on. And your soul action is getting the book, You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay, and find the answers to which your body is guiding you. Some of you, because you have spiritual toolbox, you could be leaning into holistic remedies, plant medicine, Reiki energy. You may be taking some new supplements. You could be working with essential oils, crystals. There's all different forms of holistic therapy or healing that you could be embracing at this time. For some of you, you're healing or mending anxiety, depression, heartache, loss. I feel like that could be something coming in with the Three of Swords. And for some of you, I am getting here with the restraints. It's kind of highlighting right over the heart chakra here as well. So definitely a major awakening of the heart center coming up. So some of you could benefit even from eating more green or leafy vegetables. Some of you are going to benefit from forgiveness, maybe even practicing that Ho'oponopono prayer. It's thank you, I love you, please forgive me, and I'm sorry. Maybe not in that order, but you have here your final card from the Wild Unknown archetype is the Nectar, and it looks, I'm not quite sure what that one represents. This deck is still very new, but I am getting right away the words sweet results with the Nectar, and I feel like you've been on both sides of a situation, and this does talk about the medicine, right? The elixir, the garden. And we just talked about maybe plant medicine, Mother Nature energy, getting outside more, eating more vegetables or fruits or plant-based products as well. Could be very healing. In Hindu mythology, Cancer, there's a miraculous substance known as amrit or nectar that contains infinite healing power. This golden nectar or sacred elixir is the drink of immortality, and like its sister substance, soma, is known to activate subtle intelligent forces that ease the mind, body, and spirit. Though esoteric, these images lead us to the central energy of this archetype, the sweet, potent, heavenly essence that lubricates our spirit back to life. The Nectar card calls us to identify and relish in places, practices, people, and activities that regenerate and heal. Medicine is needed, and it comes in subtle form that you may be overlooking. Seek the most sensuous, fragrant flower in the garden you have forgotten. Don't underestimate this remedy. It is said, When someone has activated this substance within, it is reflected in their shimmering eyes. Ooh. Beautiful. When this shows up as the light, this can be a very glowing, relaxed, subtle illumination. And when it shows up as the lower frequency, it can be a fixation on fixing, right? I have to fix it. I have to read every single self-development book. I'm going to listen to 50 million tarot readings. I'm going to try every single remedy, right? So we can become fixated on healing. That's where that temperance energy comes in. Balance, moderate. We are also living in this very earthly material plane, and we have to find that balance. This can be aggressive, taking an aggressive approach to healing. Some of you may be pushing through and coming out on the other side. Maybe it's guiding you to take some sort of aggressive stance on healing something, but I feel like it has more to do with cutting. Okay, some of you, this is surgery. Some of you, it's cutting something out, getting surgery, getting something burned, okay? Or that could be part of, maybe some of you are surgeons, technicians. Yeah, they're showing me the needle and thread here. So someone could be getting sewn up, or there could be stitches or deep surgery taking place, but this can also be spiritual surgery as well. Okay, what else do we have here? It says the Nectar, the Mystic, and Aletheia cards are linked. It is the mystic who, like Krishna, turns poison into nectar, and it is truth that can often serve as a potent elixir for healing. And we only pulled one card, so those ones may tie into it. You might want to keep that in mind down the road. Sense the nectar within you, dripping from the crown of the head and soothing the brain. Let it drip down the spine like sweet honey. Some of you, honey. You need to eat honey. Honey could be therapeutic. Honey holds so many different healing elixirs within itself. But some of you, the spine, as we just saw as well. If you want to go deeper, The Wind, One Brilliant Day by Antonio Machado. That can be something you dive into as well. But I am getting, it's almost like they're showing me that kundalini, that snake coiling up the spine energy. So some of you may even, I forget what the symbol for that is, like integrative medicine. There's a special name for that. I forget what it is. Drop it in the comments. But it's that, the coil wrapping up, representing like holistic health and healing, but definitely some deep healing coming in here for you. You have the strength and you're opening up to a new tribe, a new family, new love, new connection, new business, new organizations. And I feel like the time is ripe. That's why you have the nectar, to turn something that may have been poisonous into something that is going to be sweet. That's what I have for you, Cancer. I hope that resonates. Thank you so much for tuning in. And don't forget to drop in the comment section below 3 things you are grateful for. And thank you again for tuning in. Don't forget that thumbs up, subscribe, and bell button. Lots of love.